people of Nashville estimate about 11,000 Kurdish people here, 8,000 Somalis, 8,000 Nepalese and Bhutanese. All these stats are only stats unless we realize that these numbers are also people who need the gospel.
I'm on the Middle East team and Rescue 1, and we were combined, so now we're Rescue Me. Some of the things that we did this summer were we just got to know some of the refugees in the apartment complex that we were living in.
We would have contacts that we'd visit weekly and just be able to sit with them, talk with them, learn about their culture and their religion, as well as be able to share our answer about Christ.
We're just here to minister to the refugees, take them to doctor's appointments, and just get to know their heart.
You just really try and love on them and minister them in the way that you would if you went overseas.
I love learning about Kurdish culture, and I love being able to sit with Kurdish people and really just become a part of their family and to really hear where they're at.
Just getting to know their stories and their hearts opened my eyes to the fact that they're more than a number, they're more than just a refugee coming here.
Yes, they might have a different color skin tone, or they might speak a different language, but in all reality, when you get past those cultural differences, people are people, and God loves them just the same.
Being here in Nashville, being in this city, and being at sort of a point where the world comes together and the issues of the world come together as well, brings home the fact that you don't necessarily have to go 1,000 miles to try to reach the end of the world.
He does not walk away from us. He does not turn his back on us.
Working with Rescue 1, we would do different things around the office, like whatever just needed to be done, whether it was writing a protocol or organizing merch or anything like that.
One of the most, exciting things that we were able to do were called our special ops. It was where we would essentially hit the streets in the middle of high-risk areas where there's a lot of homelessness and drug use and trafficking that can go on in these areas.
We would go and we'd gather, we'd help prepare meals, and then we would go to 3 different motels and just hand out the meals, talk to people, ask them if they need anything else, ask them if they need prayer.
And it was really cool that we went to the same 3 places all the time because there was a consistency in the relationships that we would build in the places that we would go visit.
And our ultimate goal in doing that is to see if any of the people that we are working with were in need of help, because our organization is working with anti-trafficking. And many of these girls that we came in contact with were being trafficked.
A lot of times I think we kind of get tunnel vision, and we think that the word ministry can only be applied to certain types of mission work.
It's made me really rethink just what we're supposed to do as Christians. Being the church is not being in a building, it's not just sitting around all the time and just talking about going out and serving. It's talking about that and learning, and then actually going out and loving our neighbors.
Americans often think, or just Christians in general, think that we have to go on our white horses and save the day. When in reality, they don't need that. They just want someone to come and be their friend.
They need Jesus just like I needed him. And I may not have had to go through the same things that they have gone through, but that's not the point. God has called us to tell all nations about him because of their need for him, not because of their situations.
Both of these, refugees and girls who are being trafficked, is a cause that breaks the heart of God. And as people, it's time for the church just to really step up and take action in that and do what we're called to do in being the hands and feet of Christ.